Hello and Assalamualaikum everyone. Let's start our course with getting to know BIM. In this video, I'm going to explain the fundamentals of building information modeling. The content will be divided into what, who, when, where, and why. The first one is what. What is BIM? BIM stands for Building Information Modeling, an intelligent 3D model-based process that gives architecture, engineering, and construction professionals the insight and tools to plan, design, construct, and manage buildings and infrastructure more efficiently. Who are involved in BIM? Any individuals who are involved with a BIM building at any point throughout its life cycle are also involved in BIM. So what does it mean by building life cycle? In a BIM project, when you have a new project, what happens is you have to design. So you'll produce conceptual design, do some analysis to make the building better, and produce drawings for documentation. At this stage, engineer and other consultants is using the same model to build structural, electrical, mechanical, plumbing, and other components. This is also where you check for any clashing between different or same field. Any discrepancies will be solved at this stage. So when we are at build stage, the error will be less and project will run smoother. Again, at this point, everyone is still referring to the same BIM model or maybe the updated BIM model. After the building is completed, building manager will continue using the same BIM model for operation and maintenance purposes. For example, if a doorknob is broken, the building manager will be able to get the info on size, type, model, and even supplier from the BIM model. It will be easier and much faster to resolve any problem. Then after certain years, the building will be outdated and old, so the owner may decide to demolish or do some renovation. Again, at this stage, the BIM model will help ease the process of demolition or renovation because all information on the building is already there. Let's move to the next topic. When is BIM? Is BIM a new term? Previously, before we start to use computer in workplace, drawing was produced manually using pen and paper. This way of working needs high human resources and more space to produce drawings. Then computer came. In early 1980s, we started to use computer-aided drafting. We are able to transform labor-intensive drafting into efficient electronic documentation. A while after that, CAD went 3D. 3D models are used to help visualize design, but the models don't contain or have little information. On 2000s, people start to use BIM where 3D models are produced with rich information for each building components. There are integration of several multidisciplinary models and data using model servers or other network-based technologies. One of the software used to produce the 3D model is Autodesk Revit. This evolution of work style shows that the way of working are keep on evolving to become better and better. BIM has been around since 1970s as idea and was widely adopted for buildings in 2000s, which is 20 years ago. Let's have a look at where is BIM. This figure shows BIM adoption in other countries. I will focus on a few countries. In United States of America, it is compulsory to use BIM in a few states. Dubai has restricted mandate for BIM, which is mandatory for buildings higher than 20 floors or bigger than 200,000 square feet. It is compulsory also for special facility buildings like hospitals, universities, and mandatory for all government projects, and also projects requested from a foreign office. In UK, it is compulsory for all public buildings since 2016. China doesn't make it mandatory to implement BIM in building construction, but there is strong support from the government. And next to Malaysia, Singapore already started to implement BIM. Since 2015, all submissions for projects that are more than 5,000 square meter must be in BIM format. Let's take a look on where BIM is in Malaysia. Since 2019, Malaysian government make it compulsory for all projects more than 100 million ringgit to use BIM, and big developers already started to use BIM. JKR already has its own BIM team, has taught their staff to know BIM and published several guidelines. CIDB also support BIM in construction. They provide trainings, BIM certifications. They also organize BIM Day annually. Now, where is Malaysia in BIM adoption level? We are slowly adopting BIM. But if we are not moving forward, we will be left behind. So how about us, me and you? If we didn't join our country in adopting BIM, we will be left behind too. Now that brings us to the last question. Why BIM? Why should we learn BIM? Does it really save time and money? How can BIM save time and money? As explained before, in a BIM project, all consultants can access the same project model. So at design stage, architects and draftsmen will build the model. They will then share it with other consultants, and everyone can have access to it and extract info from it. Whatever changes that were made by architects will be reflected at the main model. During build stage, the contractor will still referring to the same model or data extracted from the model, same as the operation and maintenance stage. They will also refer to the model during renovation or demolition. The model is like the digital version of the building. It stays with the building throughout its life cycle and will be updated if any changes are made to the building. By using BIM, we basically build it in virtual form and test it before it was built physically on site. Now that I've explained the fundamental info on BIM, how should we adopt and be BIM ready? The answer is, take the first step by finishing this short course. For now, let's take a smaller step by diving into the next topic on how BIM works.